One. Amen.
This is your wonderful board at work. Let's give them a hand. You have a magnificent board with a magnificent community. Say, I am magnificent.
I am magnificent.
We are magnificent.
We are magnificent.
And we are the light of the world.
And we are the light of the world.
Because all of that is the truth of you. It's the absolute truth of you. And we are learning as a community how to live those truths day by day. My name is Reverend Nikki Golden. I'm one of your co-ministers. Reverend Mindy Tucker is your other co-minister. We are here to serve and to lead and to feel the joy of this community. And you guys are serving and leading as you come with your presence here today, which is amazing and beautiful. You smiled at each other. Could you see the light in each other as you did that? A few of you could. Okay, it's a start. It's a start. One of the things that was talked about in Metaphysical Bible Interpretation class yesterday is somebody shared that when she's feeling kind of down, she puts a smile on her face, and it just moves the energy in the room. And then they picked this up today, and it's so beautiful. So we have a lot going on. We did our prayer. You might not have noticed, but I did not start with I am divine, but let's go ahead and end the prayer with that.
I am divine. Yes, we are. All righty. We have a concert 2 weeks from today. It is a magical extravaganza of all kinds of music, from Broadway to pop. We have these 4 amazing performers that are from our valley. We've got a band. We've got Jay Melberg. We've got Lincoln Wright. I mean, we have some really big names, and it's for fun. It's 90 minutes of fun, which means you can go home and get ready for the Super Bowl. 90 minutes of fun with your people right here at Unity of Mesa. Selling tickets today. We have the opportunity always to go in the bookstore, but I want Jay and Denise to stand up, because if they haven't found you yet, they will find you. That Jay. The other Jay. So yeah, Jay's on the keyboard. I mean, it's just for fun, and it's a fundraiser. So half of your ticket goes to support Unity of Mesa and all the good that we do here.
Mm-hmm. We also have for you after church at 11:45, Think Again. It's a new book. It's a new day. It's a new year. It's a new book for us. Nancy Salk is going to be leading that. It's going to be phenomenal. It's a very interesting book that I've only read the first prologue and chapter so far in preparing for today, but it really has invited me into something new. So I'm already learning from this book, and I look forward to us all learning together.
Yeah, learning together, and I'm talking about it today. So hopefully you'll be inspired to come to the class, buy a book, change your life. Pop-Up Grief Cafe is being facilitated by Jennifer Magnano, a credentialed Unity leader. She is hosting the discussion group, What's on Your Heart, What's on Your Mind. You probably have some question prompts. It's next door in the annex, and it starts at noon. So yes, you have choices today. See where your heart leads you. All right, stand as you are able. We're going to be singing about I Am Alive with the Spirit of God. 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 I am alive, y'all, alive with the Spirit of God. You are alive. Sunday of the month, so we take the opportunity to look ahead to the coming month to see what kind of holy days or holidays are being celebrated around the world. We do this because in Unity we believe each and every one of us is created from sacred worth. And we are committed to co-creating a community that is free from discrimination. And when we say that, we're really saying that we're unapologetically inclusive. Unapologetically. So February 1st, we look at Imbolc. Comes from the Gaelic tradition. It marks the first day of spring. It's the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. And in the U.S., we say it's Groundhog's Day. That's how we measure whether it's spring or not. And most parts of the country this week cannot even imagine that spring is happening 1 week from today. This Jewish time, this festival, this day is called in the modern vernacular the Festival of Trees. It is the beginning of spring. It's the day when those buds first come out on the trees that will eventually bear fruit. It comes from a tradition or a line in Deuteronomy that says man is like a tree. And when we think about being like a tree, our roots are in the ground because we're rooted in faith. Our branches come up because we're learning, and the fruit that we bear are the actions that we take based on our faith and our learning. Ramadan begins on February 17th. This is a Muslim time, very holy. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam, where fasting is done from sunrise to sunset. It is an opportunity to become humble and to remember that there are people in the world who suffer, and we walk with them on this journey as we suffer too. And then when Ramadan is over, we eat. Lunar New Year also begins on February 17th. February 17th is very interesting. So Ramadan begins. We have the Lunar New Year, which is Chinese New Year's to some. It's the year of the horse. It's also a solar eclipse day. So just think about what's going on in the world. But the year of the horse is an amazing year. It's a year that we match a pace. It's like we march to our own rhythm during this year. And in the year of the horse, it's when the dreams that we have been holding are born from an unbridled desire for freedom. It's going to be a fascinating year. Ash Wednesday begins on February 18th, which means February 17th is Mardi Gras, so, put that into that solar thing. So Lent starts. It's a Catholic tradition. Ash Wednesday is the first day of 40 days, not counting Sundays, leading up to Easter. Catholics who are 18 to 58 have a certain kind of fasting. If you're a kid, you have a different kind of fasting. You have abstinence. And then the question is, do I give up something for Lent? I am editing out in my mind what we used to say in my sorority that we were going to give up for Lent. You can ask me later. Notable days in February. The 5th is Optimist Day. What a great day to look up and see good in the world. The 8th is Boy Scout Day. And we do have some scouts in our youth group. I'm looking for Xander, but Xander's not here today, but he's one. The 20th is a very interesting day. It's called No One Eats Alone. It started as a school project, and in public schools around the U.S., kids are invited to join other kids who wouldn't normally sit together to make sure that no one eats alone. And I think it's a great way to evolve the practice, to look around, look at our people, look at the people you know here at Unity of Mesa or in your community, and make sure no one eats alone on February 20th. The 21st is Red Sox Day. It has nothing to do with baseball. It is just about wearing red socks. So if you are a Yankees fan, it's okay on the 21st to wear red socks. And I hope this all invites you into some kind of joy. And that wraps up February's diversity. I'm going to invite Julie to come up, who's almost a credentialed Unity leader. And she's going to have our youth ed section.
Hello everyone, good to be here again. I'd like to invite Miss Ali up here with me. Always eager to give us our affirmation.
God and I are one, and we create God in the world. Please say it with me. God and I are one, and we create good in the world.
Thank you.
You don't know this, but we're surprising you. So sorry I didn't get a chance to tell you. A birthday girl tomorrow. Jay has a special song for us. Let's sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Allie. Happy birthday to you.
That was such a lovely surprise, wow. Okay, exciting. Ali's going to be turning 9, oh my gosh. All right, so no particular announcements for YFM today, except thank you to those who came to our meeting last week. We had so many great ideas for fundraisers. Look out, you as a congregation will be approached to participate and enjoy and support our youth with our activities this year. So more to come next week on the details of those. For now, let's bless our children as they go out for their class. And children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Light of the world.
Who gets up early to discover the moment that the light begins? Who finds us here circling, bewildered like atoms? Who, like Jacob, blind with rage and grief, smells the shirt of his lost son and can see again? Who lets a bucket down and brings up a flowing prophet? Who, like Moses, goes for fire and finds what burns in the sunrise? Jesus slips into a house to escape enemies and opens the door to other worlds. Solomon cuts open a fish, and there's a gold ring. Omar storms in to kill a prophet and leaves with a blessing. But don't be satisfied with stories how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth so everyone will understand the passage. You have opened you. Start walking toward Shams. Your legs will get heavy and tired, but then comes a moment when healing, the wings that you have grown, lift you.
close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I've compiled, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
I don't think anybody took a breath the entire time. It was just like. So whether you have a million dreams or you have only one dream, it's your dream, right? It's your dream. Reverend Amanda Sue was here last week and did an amazing job inviting us to live into our big dreams and our small dreams. With the year of the horse right around the corner, coming into it, we know that we're coming into it with dreams that are born from our own appetite for freedom. Our own appetite for freedom. I forgot my clicker. I was here. So when we think about movement toward our dreams, Some of us, maybe all of us, I don't know, but a lot of us think about progress. We're making progress toward the unfoldment of our dreams. The choices we make every day bring about progress to the unfoldment of our dreams. George Bernard Shaw, who was an Irish playwright, he was a critic, he was a polemicist, he was controversial, he was a political activist in the last century. He said this about progress: progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So Lord of mercy. First I use the word progress. And I think a lot of us can get behind progress because progress implies good. It implies movement. Progress is the good kind of change. It's the kind of change that's good for an organization. Progress is the kind of change that's good for us as individuals. Like, progress is 100% good change, no doubt. Change, on the other hand, the word change can trigger things. It's just a trigger. Let's call it what it is. Two things that change triggers is not because of what's going on outside, but it's really more about what's inside that's being threatened. Like, what's in our mind, what's in our heart, what's in our psyche that's being threatened by that word change. The first one is change threatens our identity. Who are we if we're not what we are today? Who are we if we change? Ask anybody who's considering retirement or thinking about retirement or has been through the retirement process, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, if you don't have a plan for change, your identity, well, it's just going to rock your world. It's just going to rock your world. Because after all, who am I? The question we ask ourselves, who am I if I'm not? And you fill in your own blank. Where do I belong? What kind of activities and choices do I make every day if I'm not? It's like, well, what can I do that will have somebody notice that I matter if I'm not? You fill in your blank. So that's number one. And number two, change activates loss before realizing gain. It's like our soul knows, our nervous system knows that change is coming, and it's going to say, no, right? No. We want that dream to come true. We want that thing to happen. We want the shifts and transformations to occur in the world. And yet, there go our claws. Like that, right? At one point in my life, in my younger years, we moved from one house to another. Now, the first house we purchased with the plan that it was going to take us 2 years to fix it up. We're going to flip it. Ha, ha, ha. 16 years we lived in that house. The first two were all about making those improvements. We put a deck on, we did blah, blah, blah. We did all kinds of things. And then for the next 13 years, I pushed for a move. And finally, when I recognized the move was never going to happen, I made curtains. I painted the kitchen the color I wanted it to be, and I took the rental that was downstairs and converted it to a Jack and Jill suite for my kids. It was perfect. It was comfortable, and it was familiar. And then a year later, we found our dream home. An amazing house on the side of the hill. 270-degree view. Rainbows every day. The side and the back were conservation wilderness land. It was a central location. Our mortgage broker said we could afford it. And do you think it was hard to leave the house that I was ready to leave for 16 years? Yeah, I had to give up the paint in the kitchen. And I had to give up those really cute curtains because they didn't match in the new house, right? But it was the absolute best change ever. So happy being in the new one. So I just had to get through the loss. And that's really what happens. Now, here's what unity teaches. Even positive change requires us to release an idea, a concept, a thing, a habit, an attitude or belief that once held value, and that every release deserves compassion. So if you're recognizing that what you are holding in your hand and you're saying, yes, I want this to go in the garage sale pile or the Goodwill pile, and it has memories for me, and it's good that I'm releasing it, do it with compassion. Because the triggers will be right back up. And the triggers sometimes are around our needs, our need for safety. Will I survive this change? Will I still fit in? And will my presence still make a difference? To support us with change, Unity of Mesa has selected a book for us to take a deeper dive for the next 6 months, and it's called Think Again. I know you were paying attention in the announcements, so you know this already, but it's by Adam Grant. And it's a wonderful opportunity to support ourselves with both the big and the small changes that occur in our life all the time. All the time. And really, it's about the opportunity that when something comes up, think again, because we tend to engage in what Adam Grant calls cognitive laziness. We often prefer the ease of hanging on to old views over the difficulty of grappling with new ones. Questioning ourselves makes the world more unpredictable. We favor the comfort of conviction over the discomfort of doubt, and we let our beliefs get brittle long before our bones. Yeah, so true. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But it is true. And to illustrate his points, he tells two stories right at the beginning of the book. And one of them is about the inventor of the BlackBerry, that handheld device that revolutionized many lives. Mike Lazaridis was the inventor, and he was a genius, but he was also an idiot. And I know that idiot's a very judgmental word, but Mike Lazaridis, what he did was he surrounded himself with same-minded people. He had tunnel vision, and he surrounded himself with same-minded people so that when he said, yeah, I think this, they all went, yeah, we think this too. And he missed the opportunity to evolve his thinking, to think a new thought, to think a different thought. And what happened was BlackBerry is just nowhere near what it used to be. He missed the opportunity to grow and evolve. Now, Steve Jobs, on the other hand, also had tunnel vision, but he surrounded himself with like-minded people, people who were curious and creative and persistent, just like he was. And it took 6 months, it might have been 18 months, don't quote me on that. It took months for Steve Jobs to say yes for a handheld device that was a phone but was connected to the entire internet. He was afraid it was going to replace his beloved iPod. And guess what? On that smartphone, that iPhone, you could listen to any music you wanted to, not just the music. Anyway, he eventually said yes because he was willing to ask and answer bigger questions. Another story that Adam Grant tells in the beginning of his book is about a team of firefighters who goes in to battle a forest fire, and there were 15 of them, and the fire turned and they were running, and one of them got the idea to light a fire in the area and then get down on the ground and breathe the little bit of oxygen that was left. And because that area was already burned, the fire went right around him. So he and 3 other guys survived the fire. And the ones that didn't adapt their thinking actually died. So I don't want Unity of Mesa to die as an organization, and I certainly don't want any one of us to die because of change, because of our fear of change. Adam Grant says, well, before that, let's go to wake-up calls, because very often in order to change, we require a wake-up call. And here are some big ones. Health issues. We get a diagnosis, so we have to change, or we have to change. Relationship breakdowns, they often inspire opportunities for self-reflection, and then we inspire ourselves to change. A financial crisis will inspire a different style, a change in the way we manage money. Career setbacks are often an opportunity to pivot in our career or even find a new path. Or sometimes the wake-up call is a tragedy or a near miss. There, but for the grace of God, go I, is sometimes enough to get us up and thinking again, getting a new thought into our mind. Now, some of the wake-up calls in our lives are metaphorical. We look at a picture, let's say it's a group shot, and we look at ourselves and we go, oh yeah, no, I don't like this version of me, and that's my wake-up call to make some choices about my physical appearance. Or the kids are leaving home, so it's an opportunity for the parents to rethink the way that they are in relationship with each other. Or if you're an adult and your parent dies, you have that opportunity to either say, this is liberating, or this is debilitating. Or you wake up one morning and you go, wow, I had a habit that I had that was just for fun, and now I'm recognizing that that habit is destructive. It's whether they're more metaphorical or real, they're there, and they're going to happen whether we want them to or not. And wouldn't it be wonderful if the wake-up call was as gentle as my sweet phone alarm that goes off every night? It's on a ringtone called Radiate. It goes, boop, 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 bing, boop, 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 bing. I mean, it's just like, what if we didn't require this kind of wake-up call in order to initiate transformation? What if it's possible? My friend Les Brown would say, it's possible. It's possible to have fun and friendly learning. It's possible to have fun and friendly wake-up calls. But why don't we have them? Because we have these 3 tools that we cling to. Adam Grant says we cling to our assumptions, we cling to our habits, and we cling to our instinct. And when he uses instinct, it's like the thoughts that are generated by that reptilian part of our brain, that amygdala, that fight or flight. It's like those are the kinds of instincts that we cling to. So what if we had a new thought? What if we thought again? Because what's not in here, and it's a tool that we might want to shift to, is to have an open mind and to think again. When a challenge arises, think different thoughts. Think about responding differently. When we find ourselves in a state of uncertainty or the unknown, think a new thought. The Apostle Paul says, be renewed by your mind. Renew your mind so that you can think a different thought. So we want to think again, think again, think again. I know you're ready for it. Let's say together, think again, think again, think again. Now you notice I got my hips in it, I got my shoulders in it, and it's really hard. So stand as you are able, because I know you can do it sitting down, but it's really more fun if you stand up. So we're going to invite you to stand up and face this way, face me, the front of the room, and we're going to go, think again, think again, think again. Now get a new perspective, face the back of the room. Think again, think again, think again, think again. And now a totally different perspective. Look at somebody, anybody. Look at somebody and invite them to. Again, think again. Woo! Yeah. It's a practice. It's a practice. You can sit down if you like. You can stay standing, like, give him my standing ovation now. Oh, really, it's about a practice. It's about being in a different mindset. I want to take a minute to talk about unity metaphysics and the clear and distinct difference between personality and individuality. Because in unity, we consider those two very different aspects about ourselves. Personality is like a mask. It's a filter that we put on, that we've created through our education, our experiences, and our habits. It's a mask we put on, and we express our divinity and our humanity through that mask. It's really about who we are. Who am I today? Who do I want to be today? And who would I like to be tomorrow? That's all about personality. It's a come from. Versus individuality, which is our divinity. It's the unchanging, eternal truth about what we are. It is our Christ nature. It is our Christ essence. It's the amalgamation of all our 12 powers. It's a light that emanates from within us, and we glow wherever we go. That's what individuality is all about. It's about the what. The what never changes. The who changes, but the what never changes. And I'm bringing this up today because when we recognize what we're thinking, when our unconscious thoughts become conscious thoughts, then we have the opportunity to say, oh, am I operating from my personality? It's not bad, it just is. Or are the thoughts that I'm thinking, are my new thoughts, the thoughts that I'm invited to think again, are they coming from my individuality? Big questions. But it's the questions that move us forward. It's our willingness to look at the questions and answer the questions that move us forward. So when anything comes up, yeah, we can do our dance, but that's just really our body helping our mind shift into a more aware way of incredible possibility for the fulfillment of our dreams. I have one last diagram that I'm going to share from the book. And here's what I want you to know about this book. We have 22 copies in the bookstore. And if we were to sell out those 22 copies, our bookstore staff will take your address and payment, and we will have it delivered right to your house. Unity of Mesa is so committed to supporting you through the changes in your lives that we want to offer tools that will open you up to that. So the whole idea here in this pyramid these are different personas. And we're going to look at the groupthink, the cult leader personas next week, because we're going to talk more about community think. But the politician shows up as a persona when we are really attached to an outcome. And we're going to campaign, and we're going to lobby, and we're going to prove that we are right and they are wrong. You see how it kind of comes out of a lack consciousness? But that's politics. That's politics. So it doesn't have anything to do with your party that you're affiliated with. It's really about the way you advocate. So if somebody starts politicking with you about their idea, you might say, you might want to think again. The prosecutor persona shows up when we're super attached to our idea and we have found a flaw in the other person's thinking. And we're going to prove them wrong. Everything about our come from is proving them wrong. So it's not a bad persona if you just want to say, wow, let's look at a different perspective, but it's a persona that can be used in an unhealthy way. And then there's the preacher persona, which is different than the minister persona. I got that one too. But the preacher is like when our sacred beliefs get threatened, that's the way we've always done it. I have always done it that way, and I'm so threatened. We're going to preach about how right this idea, this other way of thinking is. So those are all personas. And Adam Grant says, rise above that and become a scientist. And this is where my confession has to come. I have a hard time with that word scientist. Now, I like scientists. I'm in a relationship, a joy-filled, committed relationship with a social scientist. Scientists are wonderful. But I think scientists have a certain persona themselves. So I was really okay with the system when I shifted that word to spiritual seeker. Oh, as a spiritual seeker, you're not just saying, I might be wrong. You're saying, I'm curious. I'm curious. How could this be better? How could this be different? What thought could come into my awareness or in my consciousness so that I can live a more joyful, fulfilled life, so that I can have better relationships with my friends, so that I can open myself? I'm so curious. It's way different than, I might be wrong, right? It's just, right? Right. Okay, fine. Almost 1,000 years ago, the Sufi mystic Rumi said, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. And ultimately, I believe that this is what Think Again is all about. It's about moving beyond our current thinking. It's about moving beyond our triggers, beyond our fears, beyond the catastrophic nature or the fun and friendly wake-up call. It's about moving beyond that and looking for that new way of being. So I would like to meet you in that field. I would like Unity of Mesa to be in that field. And I hope that today, in some way, you were touched, moved, or inspired to have a teeny tiny crack, if nothing else, that there might be another way to think about life. There might be a teeny tiny crack for your dreams to start galloping through. I'm going to invite Jay to come up. We're going to be singing about Let Go of the Shore. And however you let go of the shore. Bye-bye. Float into floating into the mystery of life. Letting go of what we've known before. Letting go of well-meaning words of others. Letting go of our instinct in this moment. And allowing those assumptions to simply melt away. Here in meditation, we are untethered. We are free. And we float in a sea of infinite possibility. We are carried by faith, inspired by imagination. We are moved by our will to be highest and best and brightest. In our oneness with God, what we are is love and light and understanding. What we are is strength and power. What we are is wise. Our capacity is infinite. And so we move forward with love and with zeal to do the things that are to be done by us. Yes, we will survive. Yes, we still have a place to belong. And yes, our presence makes a difference in the world. So it is, and so we let it be. Amen, amen, amen. We come back to this time and place with new eyes, a new mind, and new thoughts.
I am personally so grateful to be a leader in a space where we are supported in thinking again, in thinking differently, in embracing change, because really we are invited to change over and over and over again. 4 years ago, my family and I walked into this space in our own change cycle. And over the last 4 years, we've seen some really beautiful changes here. We've seen roofs fixed and the parking lot taken care of. And you may not know this, but I'm pretty sure we have some new HVAC equipment. I mean, we've seen people. I mean, we've met so many new people here too, but none of that's possible without this actual physical space. And so today, as we invite you to participate in giving, there's a couple of ways to give.
You can give through the Banco app. You can give in person. You can give through the mail. And of course, always give with your heart. We are so grateful for all of you here, knowing that it is your consciousness and your individualized Christness that brings us together and makes all of this possible. Thank you.
And if you give anything extra today, let it be your love, let it be your light, let it be a vision for Unity of Mesa to be the change that we want to see in the world. Let us pray. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
I had a dream so big and loud. I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands up to the sky. We danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Never gonna give it back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, 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 ooh. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Oh, 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 oh. And all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Oh, 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 oh. Never gonna look back. Whoa, never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul. The stars are burning so bright. The sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control. Control. Ooh, 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 this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best
together. This is going to be the best day of my life.
This is going to be the best day of my life.
Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's say our affirmation. We are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. And so it is. Amen is right. We have a conversation starter for you that is, what is something that you once believed strongly that now you see differently? And what helped you to think again? So I'll say it again. What is something you once believed very strongly that you now see differently? And what helped you to think again? Have fun sharing this with each other. There's so much to share in our lives.
So change, progress, whatever you call it, transformation. We have prayer chaplains to support you through all of that. So if our chaplains would stand up and identify themselves, we have Sharon, Barbara, Jim, and Judy to pray with you today. Take advantage of these amazing spiritual beings because Unity of Mesa wants the very best for you. So, Beyond Broadway tickets, see Denise, CJ, or they will find you. For fun. It's for fun. So one last time, think again, think again, think again. Ready? Think again, think again, think again. Think again, think again, think again. Oh, the prayer for protection. Think again. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
And so it is. And the best we